Hi guys, welcome to another class. Take some time, get yourself comfortable and set up your space. One of the best ways to find stability through our core and getting our pelvis to line up in a way that is the most functional for our body is opening our hips first and then working on core strength. This allows us to find proper awareness front to back, side to side, and even cross body from opposite hip to opposite ribs. And then with that complexity, we can find that canister of engagement that we're hoping for through our core. So when you're ready, get yourself in a comfortable child's pose. Use modification props as needed. I'm using small dumbbell weights today to help challenge my shoulder strength and core strength. The extra weight is not necessary to get the full benefits of each pose. In the first few moments, try to settle into your body. Notice how different areas are feeling. Try to allow yourself to drop in. And then try to settle the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. If you're feeling any type of tension in certain areas of the body, try to, with your cognition part of the brain, relax the tissues around that area. And the key here is trying. It might not happen today. Just know in time, as we work on getting more embodied, you may be able to soften that tissue with conscious cognitive control. But for now, just take a nice big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Which our breath has this beautiful ability to create global tension release through the body. See if we can keep these long, exaggerated breath cycles. Very simple way to soothe our body, to soothe the nervous system. As we near the end of this child's pose, reach your fingertips away from the torso. Then bend at the elbows, bring your forearms behind your head. Now you can walk your elbows a little bit further away from your torso if you're wanting more sensation or more of a stretch through your side body. Breathe deeply into the side ribs, back of shoulders. Then let the arms go long again on the mat. And slowly make your way up into all fours, tabletop position. And then move yourself around in some intuitive movements. The goal here is spinal length and mobility, so cat-cow, or that arching and rounding of the back is recommended. Big inhale. Big exhale. Then let your hips sink back over your feet. Push back and press into your hands. Bring the hips forward past your knees, exaggerating the movement of forward and back, playing with the different curvatures of your spine, getting your hips involved, letting the hip flexors find some stretching, and starting this articulation with the shoulder bone and the rib cage. Good. On the next time that you pull forward, let your hips sink all the way down. Puff out your chest. Look up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, lower your chest down. Let the forehead touch the ground. Then roll the weight of your hands forward onto the knuckles, creating fists. And lifting your elbows up into the air. Then on an inhale, ripple the spine up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, another round. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Puff out your chest. Big breath in. Exhale, lower. Bend the right knee and catch the foot with your right hand. Then encourage the knee to go back as you find length from knee to armpit space. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let the foot go and switch sides. If you're feeling this only in your low back, let go of the foot and just create a 90 degrees in the back of the knee. The benefits of the pose are the same. Let the leg go. And then however it makes sense to you, press back up into all fours. And then let the hips sink over the knees. Exaggerated child's pose or puppy pose. Come back to tabletop and then step your right foot forward. Encourage your hips forward and back, opening our pelvis and hip bones. Go as fast or as slow as needed. As we start to shear some of that stiffness or stickiness that can make our femur bones sit a bit weird in our pelvic girdle. And then linger with your hips stacked over the back knee. The front leg is straight, opening up the hamstring or the back leg line of your right leg. And then engage the core slightly and encourage the hips to move forward. Front knee stacked over front ankle. Grab the dumbbell, put it in your right hand, and lift your right arm up, opening your chest towards your front leg. Then lower the right arm down. And this time, with elbow bent, squeeze your right shoulder blade, but have a bicep curl. Go through this motion a few times. strengthening the space between your shoulder blades. Then on your next inhale, extend the elbow long, reach the right arm up, open your twist, lower the arm down, let go of the weight, step your left foot in to meet your right, forward fold, inhale, stand yourself all the way up, arms go over your head. Exhale, bend at your elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, bend at your hips, forward fold. And pick up those weights again if you're wanting to. Bend your knees, stick your booty out, engage your core to flatten your low back. And then bend at your hips and pulse with the hands moving closer to the ground. And then you stand yourself up. Go through this motion a few times, with the motion coming from our hips, not our low back rounding. Drop the weights down and stand all the way up, maybe a slight backward bend if that feels good. Exhale, bend yourself forward, forward folds. On an inhale, lift onto your toes, strong through your ankles, inner thighs. Exhale, lower your heels down. Then step your feet back, lower the knees down, tabletop, moving through into child's pose. Roll your head side to side. Soften the jaw and facial muscles that may have built some tension through the strength work. Settle the breath back down. Exaggerate the exhales. Extend the inhales. Can we notice any shifting sensations from one hip to the other? Collecting data, not trying to change sensation, just noticing. Reach the fingertips long in front of you. Make your way back to tabletop, hips stacked over knees. Tuck the toes under, puppy pose, chest comes closer to the ground, hips stay stacked over knees, arms reach forward. Breathe into your chest. Then come back to tabletop and step your left foot forward. Rock your hips forward and back as needed, waking up the hips, trying to encourage mobility through this complex ball and socket joint, having the slowness of our breath guiding the flexion and extension we're finding. It's very normal to feel stiff in this area, so if that's what sensations your body's sending you, stick with it. Just information. Try not to put too much judgment around it. Then we stack the hips over the back knee, straightening the front leg, finding a nice hamstring stretch. Engage the core slightly, let the hips roll forward, stacking left knee over left foot, stretching out the front of the right hip. Then bring a weight into your left arm, up above your head, opening your chest towards the front leg. Then lower the arm down, bend at the elbow, squeeze the shoulder blade in, and lift your arm off the ground. Pulse this motion a couple of times, really squeezing the shoulder blades together. Let the elbow go long, lift the left arm up, roll the chest towards your front leg. Big breath through the front of the arm lines. Exhale, lower the arm down, let go of the weight. Step the back leg forward to meet their front. Inhale, stand yourself up, arms over your head. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, bend at the hips, forward fold. Then find some bend in the knees, straighten the back and puff out your chest. Hold the weights in your hand. Then hinging at the hips, lift the chest and the torso up off the thighs. And pulse this motion a few times with strong core engagement and a full breath. Good. Exhale, put the weights down. Inhale, stand yourself up. Maybe look a little back, backward bend. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands down. Step your feet back. Plank pose and hold. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lower the knees down. Keep that strong core engagement. Bend at the elbows. Let the chest drop down. And then with strength, push yourself back up. Do this 5 more times. Look a bit more forward instead of down to broaden the shoulder blades and chest. Nice, and then when you're ready, however it makes sense for you, lay down on your mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock your sacrum side to side. Catch your breath. Maybe close the eyes and notice how your body's feeling. Nice big full breath cycles. Big inhale in. Big exhale out. Kick your heels towards the ceiling, finding some straightness through the back line of your legs, and having gravity help move the fluids from toes back to your torso. Then bring the sole of your left foot onto the ground, bending at the knee. Do big cycles of leg lifts for yourself, going both directions. Lowering the leg down, bending at the knee, then bringing the heel towards the ceiling. The point is not to lower your leg all the way down to the floor. The point is to lower the leg down till you feel your core really start to work for you to keep your low back on the ground. Once you've found this spot, this is when you start to bend the knee into your chest and redo another cycle. Good, and then switch legs. Do big cycles of leg lifts for yourself, going both directions. Lower your leg down only as far as your low back allows. Core is engaged, your low back is rooted onto the ground. Your breath is full. Really diving into the awareness that we found from opening our hip joint, moving and articulating our femur bone away and around our pelvic girdle. How can getting our femur bone unstuck out of our hip help us find better canister strength and awareness through our core? Good. And then bring both feet up. Ankles are flexed. Soles of feet are lifting up. Shake up the legs. Broaden the awareness. Big breath in and out. Good. And then find a comfortable resting position. Allow yourself to land. Maybe close the eyes. Noticing the breath. Breathing deeply into the belly. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side. Find a neutral resting place for your sacrum. And then just try to soften both your awareness and the body tension. You can linger here as long as you'd like. I'm going to end the class here, but keep the video running for a few more minutes. I hope this class landed. Have a good day.